Hey everyone, my name is Sebastian, and I'm CTO and co-founder of DC Spark. And in this video, I wanted to talk about Milkomeda A1, the layer 2 for Algorand, and liquid governance on that platform. And then I'll follow up with a discussion about liquid staking for Cardano as well. So as you may have seen in the news on Twitter, we've decided to add gAlgo support for the layer 2. So what that means is that currently for Milkomeda A1, you can move over your algo and you can move over a certain set of ASAs, and that now includes the gAlgo token. The reason I want to make a video about it is to explain a bit how the bridge works. So for example, on the Algorand side, if you lock up your gAlgo on the layer 1, the Milkomeda DAO will credit you with Milkalgo on the layer 2. And that works just like on Cardano, where on Cardano, if you lock up your ADA on layer 1, you get Milk ADA on Milkomeda C1. And so, for example, for Cardano, for this contract, we had this contract manually audited twice and then checked once with formal verification as well. And so, that's kind of the system we have set up for transferring tokens over. But the question is, what happens with, gAlgo and what happens with Algo and what happens with ADA? Do you stake these assets? Do you participate in liquid governance with these assets? And the answer so far has historically been no. And we just want to avoid any kind of point of contention on this issue. For example, if we were delegating your ADA in Cardano to a stake pool you didn't support, and we were taking the rewards for you, some users may get upset. And we kind of have the same philosophy for Algo, where if we take your Algo and we lock it up for governance, that might not be what the user intended. And so just to avoid this issue entirely, we just did not support liquid governance, did not support liquid staking, and we instead had it as a roadmap item, something that we're actively working on. We're working on bringing these functionality to you, but we do not have it currently, and until we have it, we want to kind of stay away from that discussion. However, for Algorand, as you know, one project that is extremely popular is gAlgo, which is a project by Folks Finance to basically bring liquid governance to the Algorand layer 1. And as you know, because a lot of Algorand users are currently using gAlgo, we had a lot of requests from Algorand users to add gAlgo to the Algorand bridge. But this brings questions with what does the Milkomeda DAO do about gAlgo that is on the bridge contract, right? Should it participate in the governance on behalf of the users? Should it just not touch it? And from a user perspective, what do you do? Can you interact with your gAlgo through a Solidity contract on layer 2? Should we just not provide any functionality at all? And so we had a discussion with the Folks Finance team about this topic to see what we want to do. And we also had a lot of discussions with the Algorand community on this topic to see what the public sentiment was. And after talking with a lot of people from the community and projects in the space, the resounding opinion was that they really wanted gAlgo to be added to the layer 2. And so we added that functionality, but it doesn't mean that users need to be careful that to actually act on any governance decisions with their gAlgo, they'll need to do that on the layer 1, which means that if you bring your gAlgo to layer 2, you'll have to bring it back to layer 1 to do any kind of activity with them, because currently neither Folks Finance nor the Milkomeda team has deployed any Solidity contract to make use of those gAlgos once they're on the layer 2. So I just want to make this video to talk about this point you just have to be mindful of. You can bring your gAlgo over, you can participate in gAlgo, DeFi protocols accept the gAlgo token as DeFi protocols on layer 2, but just be aware that you'll have to bring it back to layer 1 if you ever want to do anything with them. We're still having discussions about how can we improve the system, what should we do with the gAlgo that will accumulate as we go along, and we'll have more announcements about liquid staking and liquid governance coming in the future. So we're currently actively working on liquid staking for Cardano, so you'll be able to earn your staking rewards from the sidechain while you're using your ADA over there. And once we finish that work item, we'll bring that same technology over to Algorand, so you can participate in any kind of liquid governance mechanism from the layer 2. But until that happens, I just want to put out a video to say why we made the decision we made today, and then the implications for you as a user, implications for people as a protocol, and kind of a roadmap going forward. So thanks everybody for listening. And if you have any comments, definitely leave them under this video. Let us know on Twitter, on Discord, and we're very much interested in hearing feedback from the community about the best way we should approach this to help users, help governance, and help builders, continue to improve the ecosystems in both the Algorand and Cardano protocol.